Okay, now it's time to bring in our footprint index, okay? So we still see we got a repair geometry running there, but that's okay. It can run in the background while we move on. So you don't actually have to wait for any of these to really finish if you didn't know that. Okay. So map, add the data, browse, and exciting. So let's go to computer, right? See? No folders. There we go. We made that just so we didn't have to do that each time, right? There's the important raster data set that this assignment is based on. It's going to ask on statistics because this is such a big data set. I think we're actually going to say no. There we go. There's the human footprint index. Okay. And we look at the legend. 0, no human footprint or very limited. Right up into this case, bright red. That's a nice color symbology to choose. Some of the reddest areas. Okay. Yep. And even here into the purple's even brighter. So you probably can have better symbology than that. So it's actually that purple color. So Sao Paulo, where I hang out a lot. So should be one of the darkest places, right? So let's see, one of the most impacted areas. Oh yeah, there we go, right up there. See these major roads that run through Sao Paulo, right? See those captured? Okay. You can almost see that road exactly in the data actually. That's good. So Sao Paulo should be very heavily impacted, okay? And then we'll go somewhere deep into the Amazon, okay? Some of the lesser contacted areas here, and we expect to see a lot of more colours like 0. You can kind of see some patches, and there's a frontier road that's rather famously built right through the Amazon recently, okay? And you're starting to get some urban developments probably spring up around that now, so. Urban development there, we capture that pretty well, don't we? Okay, oh, that's good. I haven't actually reviewed every part of this data set yet, so this is the human imprint. 0 is the lowest impact, and 94 is the highest. Why not 100? Because it's kind of impossible to be on a road and on a railway at the same time, and on a building and on a house, and a, so you generally do max out in the high 90s. Okay, still got a little bit more housekeeping I'd like to do. Let me check the coordinate system of this. Okay, and that is in Sergas 2000, the Brazilian projection, but none of our other data is in that. So let's kind of start switching over to Sergas 2000, okay? And that's what we're working. Okay, coordinate system, right? Sergas, okay? Switch the map to that. So the map's now in that. Now we need to bring each of these layers into that as well, okay? So let's start to do that. Let's not do mammals because that's not finished. It's a good time, I think, to bring them into our project geo database so we have more of a single tool, a single location for our data, okay? So we don't want to be in history. I'm clicking around a bit there. Okay, so project, right? And it's a vector data, so it should just be a basic projection tool, okay? So let's start with Brazil 0. Get used to ArcGIS Pro locking each window down, right? Okay, so output coordinates system, put a map, right? Sergas, right? We'll go to our project database and we'll call that Brazil. That's the country. Okay. Let's run that. Do one next, okay? Brazil underscore states. Let's run that. And then we'll do Brazil 2. And none of these are actually running because we still got that old repair geometry on the IUCN data because it has a lot of problems, okay? So that's still running, so and queued those 3 up to run, okay? Look at my history, and you can see that's getting closer, 84, than the Brazil data's redoing, okay?